We all love to watch movies, but sometimes behind the scenes on making a movie could be disturbing. Like someone from the Scream cast being stabbed, the set of the Exorcist movie being cursed, and someone being murdered in the Starcourt Mall from Stranger Things Season 3. So today, I'll be talking about disturbing behind the scene moments in movies. Thank you so much for all the crazy support. I mean, I'm still at 30,000 subscribers because this is the third video that I am pre-recording, and I assume the last two videos performed well. Hopefully they did, and if so, then who knows, maybe by the time this video comes out, I would be at 50k. I mean, maybe it's a possibility since we have been gaining 1,000 up to 2,000 subscribers in a day, so it is a possibility that I will be at 50k subs. If so, thank you so much, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, thank you for clicking on this video, and this video may be a collab. I did email a bigger YouTube channel, which by the way, it is not Tuv. Many people assume that I'm collabing with Tuv when I say that I'm collabing with someone, but no, he will be at 100k subscribers. But yeah, I did email a YouTuber if they wanted to be in this video, but I have not gotten a response yet, so I'll probably just end up recording this video by myself. Since the last two pre-recorded videos, I just recorded them super fast. Like, I speed ran through the recording since those two videos were collabs, and collabs are just way much easier to record for me because it's half the work. So thank you for clicking on this video, and let's get straight into today's video. And Bald Me is back. Three Men and a Baby. Three Men and a Baby is a famous movie from 1987, but it isn't famous for the right reasons. The only reason why the movie is so popular to many is because of this scene.
Look at the way she's looking at me. For a moment there, I had her laughing.
Did you catch it? Because right here, you actually see a ghost boy right in that room when the two characters on screen walk around the apartment. Rumor has it that a young boy passed away in the apartment where they filmed the movie, and it happens that the ghost of the boy was in the apartment. I even remember hearing this a few years back, and allegedly the couple who owned the apartment were invited to the premiere of the movie, and they saw their son in the movie and they freaked out. But the thing is, they never filmed that scene in a real apartment. They actually filmed that scene in a soundstage in Toronto. So what I heard a few years back was false, and this was confirmed by Tom Selleck, who was a main character in the movie.
Do you remember there was a ghost in your movie?
The story was that this kid died in the house where we shot the movie.
Oh, yeah.
This little boy. Well, we shot on a soundstage. They built the set and all.
Is there a ghost somewhere in the... I mean, what is that guy doing?
And of course the ghost boy isn't real, but instead it was a cardboard cutout that was supposed to be used in the movie for a storyline, which got cut from the final cut of the film.
It actually is. It is a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson.
No, I believe that's a ghost.
But it just happens that they forgot to go back to the room to take out the cardboard cutout because they accidentally left it inside the room, which happened to be part of the scene. And for some reason, a lot of people still believe that it's a ghost boy and not a cardboard cutout, even though the deleted scene that was supposed to be in the movie has already been released, debunking that it was a ghost boy. But many people decide to refuse the proof that it was a cardboard cutout. But yeah, do you believe it's a ghost boy even though it's been confirmed that it isn't, and there's many pieces of evidence that it's not real? So if you happen to believe that it is a ghost boy, then you're wrong. Hanging Munchkin, The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is such a cult classic film with so many other shows and movies parodying it, and it's probably one of the oldest movies I have ever watched. And while researching, I discovered that the whole cast from the movie is already dead. Sorry for the morbid fact. Rest in peace, Toto. But in this scene where you see Dorothy, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow skipping on the yellow brick road, in the background, you see something hanging from the tree branches. It is speculated that a Munchkin hanged himself, and to be clear, I'm talking about the original version of the film, because over the years, this film has been remastered. When people saw the alleged hanging Munchkin, the people behind the makings of the film came out saying that it was actually a bird and not a Munchkin, since they filmed that scene in a zoo. In my opinion, where on earth does a bird look like that? Like, that does not look like a bird, and yet it looks like something else, which is more dark. Warner Bros. Released a remastered version in 1998, which is the most common version played on TV, and you can see that it is indeed a bird. But comparing the original scene to the remastered scene side by side, something is fishy. They definitely re-edited the original version to make it more like a bird, because in the original scene, it does not look like a bird at all, because that bird is just floating in place and not touching the ground while there's a rope hanging from the branches. That is not a bird, and I'm convinced it's something else. I don't necessarily believe that it was a Munchkin, but it could have been something else hanging from the branches. And to back up the claims that it could have been a Munchkin, there has been so many rumors that the little people who worked on the film weren't treated the best, and maybe one just had enough. It is pretty disturbing looking back at the original version just because of that one particular scene, but that is not a bird. I'm not saying that it is a Munchkin, but it is not a bird, and till this day, no one really knows what it is. And if you happen to say it's a bird, you're lying to yourself, because that is not a bird. Scream. Scream is such an iconic slasher film, and it actually reinvented the slasher genre, making the movie more self-aware. In the ending, there's a scene where Sydney, the protagonist, stabs Billy in the chest with an umbrella. Most of the time, in horror movies, they use prop knives, etc., but the weapon they used was an umbrella, and the umbrella actually had a retractable tip. But the umbrella was still sharp because the actor actually got stabbed in the scene, and in that scene, it's a genuine reaction of being stabbed. Worst part about it is that the actor who played Billy, Skeet Ulrich, actually had open heart surgery, so he wore a protective vest while making the film. But Sydney missed the vest and actually stabbed Skeet on accident. This was just an accident, but it is still somewhat disturbing knowing that somebody actually got stabbed in the making of the Scream movie. The Exorcist. There is so much shit that happened behind the scenes on the making of the Exorcist movie because many people believe that the film is actually cursed. A few of the many disturbing things that happened behind the scenes were some crew members losing limbs such as fingers and toes. The actors in the movie needed an actual exorcism, and some of the close family members of the cast passed away during the production of the film. Most of the set burned down because of a freak accident, and the fire didn't burn down the girl's room, which happens to be the room where the devil from the movie is located in. And even a movie theater playing the film got struck by lightning. And last but not least, two actors who were scripted to die in the film also died in real life during the post-production stage of the film. Rumor has it, if you watch the movie, you will be cursed. The Squid Games. Squid Game is the most popular Netflix series of all time, and it has been renewed for a second season. But during production, the director actually lost 6 of his teeth due to stress, since it took 6 months just to write the first 2 episodes of the show. And after he finished with those 2 episodes, he finally asked for help on helping him finish the script for the remaining episodes. And I hope he doesn't lose any more teeth for the second season. The Suicide Squad. In the 2016 version of The Suicide Squad, hope I can say that word since I'm talking about the movie title, but the one and only, our king, Jared Leto, would do weird stuff behind the scenes. He is known as a method actor, which means he'll stay in character offset and when the cameras are not rolling. Jared played the Joker in the movie, so he would act like the Joker offset. So Jared would send out weird gifts to his fellow cast members, and these gifts would be inappropriate because they include used pee-pee balloons, butt beads, sticky Playboy magazines, and a dead mouse to Margot Robbie, aka Queen Barbie. Jared would continue to method act since in Morbius, he would play a character with a disability, making his character unable to walk, so that means Jared had to pretend that he was disabled, meaning that he used crutches to move around, and it actually slowed down production since Jared would take fucking years in the restroom since he couldn't stand up straight while peeing. So then the director made somebody push Jared around in a wheelchair to speed stuff up. And also, back to the Suicide Squad topic, many fans actually want Jared Leto to be charged with SA because sending used items to your cast members is considered to be SA, but he was never charged for it since he was method acting, which is just an excuse to be a dickhead behind the scenes of a movie. So yeah, Jared Leto is such a weird dude, and I'm pretty sure he has his own cult. Yeah, weird dude. Stranger Things Starcourt Mall. Stranger Things is such a popular and beloved series on Netflix, and part 2 of season 4 is coming out in July. Stranger Things is actually known for filming in abandoned buildings, such as an abandoned school, an abandoned mental asylum, and even an abandoned mall that someone got murdered in. In season 3 of Stranger Things, the final battle takes place in the Starcourt Mall, which is a real place located in Atlanta. They filmed it in that mall since the mall was built in 1984, which is the same year that Stranger Things Season 3 takes place. Since the mall is old, that means less and less people go to it, causing the mall to become a dead mall. Since there's less people going to the mall, that means a body could take time to be discovered in the mall because a 19-year-old woman named Silling A was discovered dead in the mall's food court inside a vacant Subway. And they didn't notice there was a body for 2 whole weeks and found the body on December 21st, 2017, and the woman has been missing since October 8th, 2017. She was with her boyfriend Emmit Davis, who looks like Sky Jackson with a beard. For some reason, I don't know. All the restaurants in the food court were vacant, the mall didn't have working security cameras, and there wasn't any security guards around the area, causing Emmit to beat Silling, making her pass away from asphyxiation. Emmit was later identified and has been arrested, but every time when you watch the ending of Stranger Things Season 3, just remember that there's a reason why the Starcourt Mall is abandoned. Rest in peace, Silling A. The Crow. Brandon Bruce Lee was an American actor and martial artist, establishing himself as a rising action star in the early 1990s. He landed his breakthrough role as Eric Draven in the dark fantasy film The Crow. Lee's career, however, was cut short by his accidental death during The Crow's production. He was shot in the movie by a prop gun, which had a real bullet. Since they no longer had the main lead, they had to CGI Brandon's face onto a stuntman to finish the film, and allegedly, people who worked on the movie has the tape where Brandon was shot since they were filming for a scene. The tape is claimed to be destroyed and is part of lost media, but some people who worked on the film claim to have copies of the original tape. And that is the end of disturbing behind the scene moments in movies. And hopefully you guys liked my 3 pre-recorded videos, and hey, who knows, maybe those 3 pre-recorded videos can blow up the channel even more. Like right now, I'm at 30,000 subscribers, but maybe in the 3 weeks, we would already be at 100k. Maybe 50k, that's a bit more realistic to me, but hey, you never know. When I come back, we may already have 100k, which that would be very awesome. But yeah, thank you for all the crazy support, and hopefully you guys do enjoy these pre-recorded videos. So if you guys think I earned your subscription, don't forget to like and subscribe because it does help the channel a lot. And dude, like, thank you for the fan art, thank you for reacting to my videos, thank you for everything. It's just a wild ride, and like, I'm finally becoming a YouTuber, something that I always wanted to do, so that is awesome. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys.